Now, self-improvement can be really, really confusing, and it can also be really, really hard. But there are some apps and some tools that we can use that can actually help us improve in a better way. But also, there are some apps that are titled for self-improvement, but can actually just worsen our life, make us more stressed, make us less progress. So, they actually decided to basically tell you what is bullshit and what is not. What are some applications that I have been using, literally some of these for like 2 years now, and those apps have literally helped me so much with my self-improvement journey, so you know what you should be using and what genuinely you shouldn't be using, what is bullshit and what is just not going to make your life any better. We have around 15 apps to go over, so I think we should dive in straight into it. Starting off honestly with a pretty good application that most of you know. It's MyFitnessPal. And MyFitnessPal I'm going to put into the B tier, which is actually like make it a little easier, meaning self-improvement. Why am I putting it here? Well, honestly, you have to understand that MyFitnessPal is an amazing app, but after a couple of months you have been using it, you don't need it that much anymore. If you're like me, a boring Joe, and you literally eat the exact same shit every single day, you will not need it for the more like 3 months, because you will remember how many calories each meal has and how many calories each ingredient that you use regularly has, so you will not need it every single day. And it also wastes a lot of time. MyFitnessPal is amazing for the starters, but eventually once you remember your calories and protein and stuff like that, you will not need it. This is why I'm putting it at the B tier. Now we're going into an application that some of you maybe heard about it. I found it through like a YouTube ad, and it's actually Headway. What is Headway? Just to quickly create it up. Headway is an application that is literally just book summaries that you can read every single day. You get a lot of books and stuff like that. But I'm going to put it into, I guess it's decent, for one simple reason. There is a pretty big paywall behind something that you don't need to pay for. Basically, you can literally just go to like a library and get like a 15-minute summary of the book every single day. So you're paying for something that you genuinely just don't need to pay for that much, you know? It is a good application and it can help you, but I feel like reading the whole book is also going to be a lot better, and honestly, for the exact same amount of money, you can get a pretty good book that can help you fully. You know, this is for people who really just don't want to read whole books, want to read a little bit summaries, but again, it's behind a paywall. I feel like it is worth it, but not for everybody. But I'm going to make a pretty wild opinion right now. And that is an application that is called Sleep Cycle. I'm putting it at the F tier. Now, whoa, some of you might be using it, and I am using it. Why is it at F tier? Well, if I'm not going to lie to you, the only reason why I use this app is because of the smart alarm, which is literally just waking you up, not immediately, but within like a certain time interval. But this shit makes you stressed, because if you see that you haven't slept for that long, you're going to feel a lot more tired than you would if you didn't see that number. It's going to make you really stressed. It's just going to kind of make you a little weak, because you're going to feel like you haven't got enough sleep, and you're going to use it as an excuse to not do some stuff that you should use. So genuinely, if you don't need the sleep timer, the smart timer, the smart alarm, don't use this app. I literally just use it for the smart alarm, and I don't look at my stats, because it will make you so stressed, and it will genuinely maybe even make your progress a little bit worse. This is why it's at F tier. Honestly, this is one of the best applications that you can use. and it's called School. School is going at must use. School is free, but there you have like memberships and stuff like that that are not free. But also you have a shit ton of schools, basically memberships, communities inside of school that are free and that can genuinely help you with your self-improvement journey. You can find a lot of them on YouTube. You can find a lot of them on like recommended on school itself. But also you can join a lot of like memberships that are going for like $5 to $10 a month. That is better spent money than, for example, buying Headway. You understand what I mean? It does cost you some money if you want to join a particular community, but also you can extract a shit ton of value from it even if you don't pay. This is why school is going at the S tier. And we have a little bit of a streak right now because the second application that is going at the S tier is called Medito. Now, if you have watched some of my videos in the past, you would understand that I absolutely love Medito. Medito is genuinely the best meditation app you can use. Firstly, it's free. Secondly, it's simple to use. Thirdly, the people who speak in the meditations have really good voices. This is not to be gay, by the way, but they have some really calming voices and it's gonna help you meditate. I feel like Medito is the perfect meditation app, and that is why it's getting an S tier. And meditation by itself is like a really must-do habit that you must try out for yourself. This is why I'm putting Medito at S tier. We have Duolingo. Duolingo, I'm gonna put at A tier. We have a lot of good habits that have kind of like, not habits, tools that have kind of lined up right now. Duolingo is amazing. It's really cute, and it's also, you can look at it as a little game, so you can get a little bit of fun from it. And you're also learning a new language, which is absolutely amazing. And learning new languages is really important. It really just broadens up your mind, and that is really important. This is why Duolingo is at A tier. And it's also like 100% free. So genuinely recommend you go and try it out for yourself. We have the Strong app. The Strong app, again, just exactly like MyFitnessPal, is going, it makes it a little easier. And this is the exact reason why it's at B tier. Literally the same reasons for MyFitnessPal. You need it for the first couple of months. But once you actually know what you should do and you remember your workouts, you'll not need it that much. And honestly, I feel like it's better to keep a little notebook like this and write it on like a paper instead of writing it on like a Strong app, because it takes less time and it's a little bit more fun. Honestly, you can have it like a paper and you feel like those old gym guys. So this is why I feel like Strong app is at B tier. Let's do Audible next. Actually, I'm gonna put it at B tier. On Audible, you get books, right? But they're like in audio format, which I feel like is useful, but it's a lot better for you to read a book than to listen to it. But if you really just don't have time to read, Audible can be pretty good. But the thing that doesn't deserve B tier is the Productive app. The Productive app we're going to put at D. And if it wasn't for another tool on this list, the Productive app would be an S tier tool. But because there is this app that we're going to speak a little bit about later, it just gets literally put into water. Because you get the exact same things you get on Productive app for free with Notion. And Notion is going to S tier, you already know. Notion is the best self-improvement app you can get out there. You can journal, you can do a habit tracker, you can write your goals, you can get all of these templates. And I even myself made like tens of templates for my clients and also for you guys for free. 2 of them, actually 3 of them, you can click and see right here on the top of the screen around here somewhere. You can click and watch and get those free templates. It's totally free. It's a beautiful application and you need to use it. It makes your life 10 times easier and it's really good. This is why Productive app is at D, and Notion is at S. So now this is gonna feel really weird because I'm gonna put Headspace at useless again for one simple reason. Headspace is good, but it again gets blown out of the water from Medito because Medito is free, it has beautiful meditations, but you don't have to pay for it, while Headspace has maybe more meditations, but then you have to pay for it, and genuinely, you will not run through every single meditation on Medito. There is no way you will do that, but you get it for free. So it's literally just saving up some money. This is why I'm putting like Headspace and the productive app at D, because you need to pay for them, while you don't need to pay for Notion and for Medito. It's really, really simple. The exact same reason I'm gonna do this for the Wim Hof method, because Wim Hof method is going at C tier. Again, Breathwork is amazing, but you have a lot of Breathwork on YouTube, which you can get for free, and you don't really need to pay for the app, even though it doesn't cost that much money. But genuinely, you don't need to pay for the app if you have Breathwork on YouTube. This is why it's going at C tier, because this stuff you have to pay for, but genuinely you can just be saving some money if you don't pay for it. It's really simple. But a thing that you don't have to pay for and is gonna make your life 10 times better, it's called Unhook. Unhook is going at the A tier. But what is Unhook? Unhook is not really an application. It's like a Chrome extension that is literally going to make your YouTube look like this. Literally, no recommendations, you can turn off comments, you can literally provide yourself the useful part of YouTube, but totally delete the part of YouTube that can waste your time. So the recommendation, the comments, the sidebar, you can remove all of that. This is why it's going at A tier. Okay, so we're going to finish off really, really strong. We have 3 tools that are going to make your life so much better. Let's start off with holy texts. Holy texts, like the applications, are going to go into the pretty good. Why pretty good? Why is it not a must use? Well, honestly, it's an application, and it's again better to use a real Bible, a real Quran, or something like that, than to use an application. This is why it's going up pretty good. A super simple like kind of explanation. Next, we have screen time. Screen time, we're going to put S tier. Why? Look, if you don't know what your screen time is, it's probably more than what you should do. Honestly, our screen time takes a lot of our time. And if you have that awareness, it's going to make you use your phone a lot less, and setting little goals can be really, really important. This is why it is going at S tier. And then we have Kindle. Kindle, we're going to put at B tier, and this is our last tool. Why is it going on B tier? Well, it's super simple. You have to pay for it, but you can also get some books. In real life, which is better. That's simply it. That is my only explanation. It's better to read in person than to read on like a screen. Oh, and by the way, I have another tier list that is actually related to self-improvement habits that you can check out on the center of the screen. I think you're going to enjoy it. And by the way, I'm running a real exclusive sale on my coaching at the first link down below if you want to check it out. It's going out in a couple of days, and this is going to be your last chance to get it at such a low price. That's pretty much it. Take the reason, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.